Welcome to MMA on the Rocks. My name is Bill Welker, and you are listening to Picks and Pours, episode number 82. Today is Thursday, April the 23rd, and it's just about summertime here in Florida. We get a little bit of MMA and bare knuckle boxing action coming at you this weekend. Before we get to any of that, let me introduce the man with the new haircut, Matt the Mechanic. What's going on, Matt?
Not much, Bill. I'm going through it this week. With the coming of summer is the coming of the dreaded deer flies, and those are the flies at the dog park that bite me, and I'm allergic to. So I
Ooh,
got bit by a couple of them on Saturday. On Monday, I wasn't feeling very good. Looked at them. One was infected, so now I'm
ooh.
on antibiotics. So that's cool.
Jeez, I guess you won't be going to the dog park for a while.
No, we've been hanging out at the Safety Harbor Boardwalk.
Oh, okay.
For whatever reason, they're only at the dog park.
Well, I'm going to be staying away from there because I don't need another insect to be allergic to in Florida. I already got mosquitoes and fire ants to worry about.
Yeah, these are way worse, man. It's disgusting. It looked like I had a nasty staph infection.
Oh, does Stacy get bit by them?
Yeah, she gets bit by them, and where she'll get bit by them, and there'll be like an immediate burning and itching. Like she'll swell up immediately, and I'll get bit by them, and I won't even know for a couple days, and then all of a sudden
Eesh.
it's bad. Like Sunday, I was taking a shower, and it's disgusting, but I was like washing it, and I'm like the skin was coming off of my ankle.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Uh,
Did you take some Benadryl or something?
Well, I can't take Benadryl because that's another thing I'm allergic to.
Oh, jeez.
I'm allergic to the allergy medicine. I don't know if it's like I'm allergic or I just have a bad reaction because I'll just start spacewalking.
Oh, okay. It makes you like kind of loopy.
Not kind of loopy. It makes me about as loopy as you can get.
Oh, jeez.
That's when you'll find me out like just looking at a wall or
You should take some Benadryl before we do the show one time.
I wouldn't be able to do the technical difficulty fix I just did.
All right. Well, in happier news, I did commentary for Vigilant last weekend. That was a good time at the OCC Road House in Clearwater. They really do put on a fun show. So they had 2 professional fights, and then I think it was like 12 amateur fights. We had 2 guys from our gym that fought. They both fought really well. One won and one lost. Um, it was interesting, like, calling their fights because I'm trying to be non-biased, but I coach these guys as well. But I think I stayed pretty professional throughout it all.
Yeah. And you don't probably have a huge following. It's not kind of people wouldn't get too upset.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, like, the people watching are the people who know the fighters. There's not, like
Yeah.
I don't think there's, like, just a fan base.
As long as you're not like, man, this guy sucks, you know.
Well, sometimes a guy sucks, and I gotta let people know.
Well, as long as you're honest and you're honest, so I don't
Yeah. Yeah, I keep it honest, but I keep it professional. But it's a good time. I love doing the commentary for them. Um, I'll keep doing it as long as they keep having me. I'll tell you where I won't be is at BKFC tomorrow night because for the first time ever, they denied me my media pass. Apparently, there's so many media outlets clamoring to go to this event. I don't even know who the main event is.
isn't it Reber?
No, he's the co-main event. Quentin Gaskins and Matt Gaiman.
Oh, that's a big draw there.
Yeah. Quentin Gaskins was actually in our gym last night doing a little photo shoot, pre-fight photo shoot. Um, I didn't know who he was. He's fighting in the main event. So maybe that's why they
Wait,
denied
what
me.
was his name?
Quentin Gaskins.
Gaskins, not close to Quentin Jackson.
No. If it was Quentin Jackson, I definitely wouldn't have gotten a media pass.
Well, the gig's up.
Yeah. Had a good run. I mean, I do feel a little slighted. I mean, I was covering them when no media was going to their
And now
event.
you're not covering them and no media's going. So what the hell?
Yeah. Anyway, UFC this weekend back in Vegas at the Apex.
First, we missed last week. We got to talk about the event. And where was that at? Miami.
Okay. All I know is Gilbert Burns retired.
No. Screw that card. The week before. We didn't talk about the coming out party for Mr. What's his name? The guy I told you about, Josh Hokick.
Oh, right. Yeah. That was a fantastic fight. I mean, say what you want about that guy, but him and Curtis Blades put on a show, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like Curtis Blades. His first statement afterwards was like, I shot all my bullets and threw the gun at this guy. You know, like, man, this motherfucker's tough.
That's it. That's a good way to look at it. I just pulled up the wrong card here.
Well, there wasn't. Other than that, it was, Yuri made his bonehead mistake.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, I'm happy for Ulberg, but yeah, Yuri should have been able to put him away there. And Paulo Costa had a nice head kick knockout.
Yeah, but Oldberg, he gets the belt and then like ACL surgery 3 days later.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know that fight was for a title until like the day before or something.
Well, I saw he was at WrestleMania, so it must have went well.
Yeah, they do amazing things with ACLs these days.
And it seems like the UFC said if you don't want to vacate, you need to do your rehab in Vegas.
Yeah, well, Dana's always pretty adamant about that because he has access to just the best doctors around. I mean, I'm sure he has doctors that work on NFL players and stuff like that. So they could probably get him fixed up a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Guys go home and get lazy. And he said he wouldn't take the belt from him as long as he can check up on and see what he's doing.
That's fair. Like, remember the Charles Oliveira fight when he got that cut? And Dana said if he had let them know, he could have like flown a surgeon out to him to sew it from
Yeah.
the inside or something.
Like it kind of happened to Bryce Mitchell too, and he like broke his nose, and he goes on Instagram and was like, "Hey, does anybody know any doctors?" And Dana's like, "Yeah, me. Just call me, you damn dumbass." Like,
yeah, well, he's not the brightest bulb in the crayon box.
I don't. It depends who you ask.
I'm not asking anybody. I'm just saying it.
You ain't met him before.
No, that's true. But, he does say some pretty asinine things. Anyway, should we get into this Vegas?
Yeah, you can go there. I'm only picking the last 3 fights, but so look over the card first and see if there's anything else.
What is this? UFC Vegas 116.
It is UFC Vegas on Google. It's UFC Fight Night Brady versus Buckley.
What?
That's what it's called.
But neither of those guys are fighting.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
All right. Brady versus Buckley. That's a good fight. I'd be more excited for that. This
must have been a fight and they got canceled.
This card sucks. All right, so we're starting at Rafa Garcia and Alexander Hernandez then?
Yeah.
All right, so Rafa Garcia. I guess it's Rafa because he's not Brazilian. Back-to-back wins over Jared Gordon and Vince Pichel. He hasn't fought since September of last year. Before that, he had a loss to Grant Dawson. He got TKO'd by him. Before that, he beat Clay Guida and Mahasheti Hyacer. Yeah, let's go with that. Alexander Hernandez, 4 wins in a row. Diego Ferreira, Chase Hooper, Kurt Hollabaugh, Austin Hubbard. Before that, back-to-back losses to Damon Jackson and Bill Algeo. I imagine Alexander Hernandez is the favorite here.
Just barely at -125.
Okay. Interesting. So who do you like?
I like Hernandez. I think the striking's been getting better over this 4-fight win streak, and I don't really know who Rafa Garcia is, so give me the great ape.
Yeah, well, Rafa Garcia, even his recent wins have been against guys who are kind of on their way out. And I think Alexander Hernandez is just kind of finding his stride right now at 33 years old. He's right in his prime. He's a long way from his loss to our buddy Billy Quarantello. All right, so I'm not mad at that pick. Co-main event for some reason is Norma Dumont versus Jocelyn Edwards. I don't know, couldn't care less, but Norma Dumont is on quite a winning streak, 7 fights in a row. Her last loss was to Macy Chiasson back in May of 2022. Yeah, she mostly goes to decision. She's got a couple of submissions. Jocelyn Edwards from Panama, 4-fight win streak. Before that, back-to-back losses back in 2024 and 2023. I don't recognize anybody on her record, but I imagine that Norma Dumont's the favorite here.
Yeah, Big Norm's at -225.
Big Norm.
I'm just not familiar with Edwards, but I wanted to pick this fight so I could say Big Norm. But she wrestles well, like you said, wins decisions. I think she's just waiting for a title shot, so we're gonna take Big Norm.
Yeah, I hope she gets it. Big Norm reminds me of Cheers.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Cheers?
She does. Yeah, I know, but I know who she is, and hopefully she doesn't remind you of that, because I know who Norm is.
Yeah, he was the fat drunk guy at the end of the bar.
Who do you know was like in that show was like 34?
He was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all were.
Yeah, Big Norm does it. She's a pretty lady.
I like when they would all say, "Hey Norm," when he would walk in the bar. And then I remember one episode distinctly. Somebody said, "What are you up to, Norm?" And he said, "My ideal weight if I was 11 feet tall."
Yeah, 34 years old. Looks 50.
What's his name? George
Wendt.
George Wendt. That's right. He passed away recently. R.I.P. George Wendt.
A year ago.
Okay. Fairly recently. All right. Main event. The former bantamweight champ, Aljamain Sterling, against Yusuf Zalal. Aljamain's coming off a win over Brian Ortega. Before that, a loss to Mavzar Evloev, a win over Calvin Kattar, and before that, lost his title to Sean O'Malley. So he's been 50-50 in his last 4 fights. Meanwhile, the Moroccan Devil, Yusuf Zalal, is on quite a win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8-fight win streak, and before that, a draw against Damon Blackshear. And his last loss was in June of 2021 to Sean Woodson. Yeah, his last fight submitted Josh Emmett back in October. Man. Record-wise, I would say that Zalal is the favorite, but I know the odds are based on money coming in, and Aljamain Sterling's the bigger name. So I would think maybe Aljamain's a slight favorite.
Nope.
Okay.
Salal is at minus 125.
So when I say what I feel, it's wrong, and then when I go with what I think the odds makers are saying, I'm also wrong. So I'm just not correct about anything when it comes to this.
Well, I think this one more has to do with there's probably not many people betting on this fight, so
Yeah, that's true.
it's probably more the hardcores, so they
Yeah.
know what's up. I know at the start of this week, Aljo was at plus 150. Now he's plus 105. So he's gaining some ground.
Okay.
Not with his product placement. Did you see he set out his rum? I forget what it's called. He has a rum that he sells.
It's called Funkmaster, isn't it?
Funk Harbor.
Funk Harbor.
He set some of that shit out on the table before the press conference, and they walked up and took that right off the table.
They're like, they're not paying us anything.
It's kind of messed up because he's done it twice before, and Connor does it all the time. So
yeah, but Connor probably paid for a little product placement, or he pays for it with the revenue he brings in.
I don't know. The UFC's not in the rum business, so what the hell?
No, they're in the fucking banana whiskey business.
I don't think they're in that business anymore because that shit is like $5 at the liquor store right now.
Yeah, because it's terrible.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not for you.
It shouldn't be for anyone.
It's for college kids, It mix it with some chocolate syrup, and hey, you want a dirty banana?
College kids aren't drinking though. They're all
well, that's why it's $5.
They're all vaping and I don't know, changing their pronouns.
I think that's wrote its course too. That's kind of changing.
Well, good.
I have a nephew in school, and all they seem to do now is go to church.
Is your nephew a they?
No, him and his buddies. No, he's definitely not a they.
You see how it's confusing?
No, it's not confusing for me because I don't recognize that use of that word.
All right. This fight's kind of interesting. Adrian Luna Martinetti hasn't lost a fight since 2017. He's 17-1, going up against Davy Grant.
Hold on, I'm taking Yusuf Salal here.
Oh, right. I forgot.
It hurts my feelings because Aljamain is part of my favorite team, kind of a pseudo.
Yeah, he was at one point,
but I don't know I think the old timer is going to be in his corner, Longo. But
I hope so. Love that guy. Shout out to Ray Longo. It's been Jesus.
Over 6 years.
Yeah. I was just talking about this with my buddy Steve Maraboli the other day. Yeah, 2019 was when I went on Ray Longo's podcast, the defunct MMA and Beyond podcast.
It's when you peaked, Bill.
I don't think I ever peaked, but yeah, it was a good time. I was definitely a lot more motivated back then. But
so is the UFC.
That's true. That's fair. All right, so maybe I did peak then, and so did the UFC. We'll say that. So Adrian Martinetti hasn't lost since 2017, going in there with the 40-year-old Davy Grant. I imagine Martinetti's a huge favorite here. I don't know if you have those odds in front of you.
Give me a second. Martinetti. No. He's an underdog.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's what these odds are. Weird.
They always are to me.
Well, but like this is the second show in a row where the biggest favorite is a minus. Well, here's one. Mara Brona Silva is 310. They're all close. So
and she's fighting an undefeated Michelle Montague.
And well, no, the biggest underdog is this poor bastard Cody Durden. So I don't know who Mr. Jaffel is, but he must be pretty good.
I don't even see Cody Durden on this card. Oh, okay. Jafel Filio.
Okay, looks like he was supposed to vote Rocha. Got a replacement. Durden.
My eyes are going because I couldn't even read Cody Durden's record. I thought it said he has 50 losses.
Oh, I don't know why he's such a big favorite. He's 1-2 in the UFC. No, one.
He's on a 4-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
He's lost 6 of his last 7. So Durden is the underdog.
Yep, big time.
Yeah. Let's check out Mr. Filio here. Yeah, I mean, he's lost the same amount of fights since 2014 that Cody Durden has lost. But he's lost less fights than Cody Durden has lost in the last, 3 years. So that might explain it. Anything else on here? I saw Ryan Spann is fighting Marcus Almeida. Ryan Spann's fun to watch. Hani Barcelos has to be... He's got to be close to retiring, too, fighting Montel Jackson. Hani Barcelos, 38 years old, but that's with a Brazilian birth certificate. I think he might be a little older. 4-fight win streak, though. Hani Barcelos.
No, I ain't got nothing else on this card.
Max Griffin is on the very early prelims against Victor Valenzuela. Yeah, that's it. This card sucks.
Yeah, there's not much in the news either.
Yeah. I'm probably... Well, let's talk about BKFC real quick. Because I actually have 3 buddies fighting on this card. So, of course, the co-main event, friend of the show, good buddy of mine, Royal Ryan Reber.
His employee actually gave me this nice haircut right here.
A little coif you got going on in the front.
Yeah, I have to talk to him about that. I don't know what that was about, but
that's the shortest you've gone in a while.
Yeah, I don't like haircuts, so I try to grow it out and then just cut it.
That's what haircuts are.
I mean, but like I had it, but I did get it. I did get it because you called me a caveman that time at the dog park, and I'm like, all right, we got to go get a haircut.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Man, I get drunk at that dog park. It's so the flies don't bother me. So he's fighting Joshua Oxendine, who is 1-0 in BKFC. So, of course, I'll be rooting for Ryan Reber. Just saw him last night. And he looks good.
I didn't realize how old he is.
Yeah. I actually have 4 friends on this card. How old is he?
Word on the street, he's 40.
Ryan Reber? No. I think he's like 37.
40, 37, same thing.
Yeah, I suppose so. When it comes
past 34.
Another buddy of mine, Mike Heckert, also fighting on this card against Justin Walters. So Mike Heckert 1-1 in BKFC. Justin Walters, who doesn't even have his height listed, is 0-1. So yeah, let's go Mike Heckert. And then our old buddy Brandon Allen is fighting on this card.
A very interesting looking fella.
Yeah, this guy. Let me see if I could get this guy's picture up here.
And how are they the same weight?
I don't know. That guy, yeah, looks
he doesn't have his height listed. His height must be 4'2".
So let's take a look at this guy's face. If I could zoom in here. There. There we go. Yeah, he's got some interesting kinda tribal face tattoo going on there.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of interesting face tattoos on this card, I guess.
Oh, but he's got the old Spitfire logo on his arm. It says I don't know what that says on his chest, but I'm just looking at these guys' body, the body composure, and I don't and it doesn't list his height. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, I saw video of the face off, and I'm so technologically bad. He did look a lot bigger, but I think a lot of it was the hair.
Well,
He's
I'm
got
looking at the six-pack on one side.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe cut a lot of weight,
I've never seen a featherweight with that.
build.
Yeah, he's 4 foot tall.
It might be. No, they looked actually, like, pretty similar in height.
Yeah, maybe the
That
guy's just a genius at cutting weight.
that also could have been the hair, but, Brandon Superman Allen -300 favorite in that one.
Oh, I'm excited now to watch it. I didn't know Brandon was fighting. I never miss one of his fights. There's a guy I know on this card, Tony
Oh,
Murphy.
who's that?
Tony Murphy is a guy that you just missed him. He's up. It's this guy here.
Oh, okay.
He's a guy that when I went to American Top Team to train, he was there and he recognized I think I had a no judges needed stuff on.
Oh, okay.
And he was from here, went down there. He was a very intimidating guy. But luckily he knew I was at the Tampa side. So it was
Okay.
he was nice.
He's fighting another guy with a interesting, face tattoo, some kinda red, Asian writing there. I don't know.
Yeah, there's some weird BKFC needs to hire a new photographer because they just have the guys putting at their heads at the most terrible angles.
I think they just have them send their own pictures in. Look at the tattoo on this guy, Jason D'Annunzio. He's got, like, barbed wire going across his forehead and then another thing on his cheek here.
If he's fighting somebody, it looks like he ran into a wall.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the guy just looks just fine. It's just a weird picture, like they cropped it wrong.
He looks like a guy who was, like, an extra from the first Mortal Kombat movie that
Yeah.
that just got killed.
You know who wouldn't play this shit? Would be Bryce Mitchell. Because remember when he dropped out of a fight because they photoshopped his um he was in a fight in that Karate Combat and they gated out his picture. Like they got rid of his cauliflower ear and like kind of made him put a filter on his face to make it look a little more feminine. And he dropped out. He's like, "I fuck you. I'm not fighting."
It's a lie from Satan, brother.
Hey, like, I don't have that. Oh, that function
Yeah.
is broken right now. But
Alright. Well, I'll do it.
yeah, that was they need to work on this website.
Yeah, and then, another buddy of mine, great guy, Terry Williams, making his BKFC debut. He's actually one of the boxing coaches at my gym, and he's just an awesome guy. I'm definitely gonna be rooting for him. He's fighting Bolo Carthon. This guy's covered in tattoos too. He's got all kinds of shit going on here. Spider webs on his elbows and
Sounds like a cartel leader.
like a pregnant panther on his chest. Some
Yeah,
kinda owl,
I guess
maybe?
I'm not surprised that there's some questionable tattoo decisions at a bare knuckle fighting championship.
Yeah. Oh, and then this young kid, Thomas Jungles, he comes through and spars at our gym quite a bit. Very nice kid, very respectful. So I'll root for him too. So I got quite a few people I'm rooting for on this card, but I won't go buy
Be
a
there.
ticket. Huh?
They're expensive.
Yeah, I don't know who they think they are.
I mean, they are. They got when I was getting my hair cut, they're like, "Hey, he's got tickets for sale," and he mentioned the price, and I don't remember the exact price, but it was not a price I was willing to pay.
Yeah, I think the lowest seats are going for like $90.
Okay, well, that's less than what I was told.
Okay, that might have just been what's left. there might only be like.
Well, I think that was Ryan's ticket. So.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
But
I do know that venue is super expensive.
I will be watching live. I've seen the owner of that venue a couple times recently. He lives right by where I work, and I see him on his test drives,
Oh, okay.
walking his little dog. Maybe I should have hit him up for some tickets.
Why not? Couldn't hurt.
I don't like to bug people like that. He's just walking his little
That's fair.
dog. The other guy was like, are you sure it's him? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him. It's like
Probably people say the same thing about me when I'm walking my little dog.
I don't see why you walk your dog. You got a fenced in yard.
Yeah, but I got coyotes. I just saw 2 big ones last week. Actually, I got home from the gym late Wednesday night, and I was on the phone with my dad, and I saw what I thought was a coyote in the mirror. So I got off the phone and I got out of the car, and I started walking over to it, and it turned out it was my neighbor's dog that had gotten out. He has like a big golden doodle, and it was dark, and my eyesight is getting progressively worse. So then a few nights later, I was getting home from the gym, and I thought I saw that dog again. So I go over and start walking up to it to try and get it back to my buddy's house down the street, and it was definitely a coyote that time.
Yeah, I mean, I know dogs or coyotes generally don't attack dogs, but they might attack your little thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'd make an appetizer out of her.
Well, they usually don't eat dogs. It's usually just a territorial thing for dogs. It's kind of like they're not cannibals, but I'm sure your little dog might be different than like a fair fight. They usually don't go for fair fights, but
no, I've heard horror stories about them going up to little dogs and like acting like they were going to play with them and then luring them into the pack, and then the pack will just rip them apart.
I don't believe that.
No, it happened to somebody I know, to their dog.
Maybe. What, they just watch their dog get lured into the pack or what?
I don't remember the story exactly.
I don't believe that the way you said it.
It was a friend of a friend. Yeah, it was something like that though.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you walk your dog, spend some time with your dog.
Yeah, I like walking the dog. Get down and just go down to the park and back, and that usually tires her out, which is nice.
Other than that, there's not much news. It's like the general public starting to catch wind of the UFC event at the White House. Everyone's got an opinion. I don't understand how you can be a fan of UFC and not see the importance of them being on the White House lawn. Because I remember hearing like, what was it, the lawmakers talking about cockfighting and all that, and I get if you don't like our current president, but if you're a fan of the UFC, you should be happy about this. I mean, it's
a big deal. Unfortunately, it is gonna, dig into people's political opinions, but not mine. I'm kind of indifferent about it.
It's the same thing with Rogan at the White House last week. We have Rogan standing behind the president trying to help some veterans, and people are like, "You're an idiot," but
yeah. Well, people pick their side, and then they draw their swords.
Even though Trump called him the biggest liberal he knows, or his best liberal friend, I think. Something along those lines.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Rogan was standing there, looked like he was high on those drugs. It's like, whoa, this is weird.
He's got to be an advocate.
Yeah, I don't know. He's helping veterans, so piss off.
Yeah, overall is a good thing.
So next week we're going to have to do 2 cards at once because unfortunately I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. But the week of the Strickland Hamzat fight, I won't make it back until day of the fight day. So we'll just talk next week. We'll talk about another shitty card,
Great.
and then we'll just talk about the pay-per-view too.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, it's not a shitty card. It's got a good main event, or at least a main event I'm looking forward to.
Is it Brady versus Buckley?
No, it's a JDM versus Carlos Prates.
Oh yeah, that is a good fight.
Other than that, it's a little weird. It's also a very weird time. Main card starts at 7 a.m.
Oh no, not doing that.
I mean, you're not doing that. That means like the main event will be on like 10.
Yeah, I'll be doing stuff.
No, you won't. You say the UFC's on.
Yeah, all right.
Well, but then it'll be waiting for you when you get home.
Yeah, I guess I could always throw on the old Paramount Plus. I did see one thing in the news. Apparently, Khamzat Chimaev is upset with Ronda Rousey for speaking out against fighter pay in the UFC. And he said, there would never have been Ronda Rousey without UFC. I hate this. Calls her ungrateful. He says, if they pay good or don't pay good, who cares? When she was Olympic champ, what did she make then? Which I guess is a good point.
I don't think he's making these points.
Yeah. And I mean, I see Ronda's side too, where, you know, she's competing in a different organization. She's got to make headlines somehow. So, like, why not talk out against the UFC, I guess?
Yeah. I'm kind of taking your stance on it. Like, what the hell do we care what they get paid? Like, what other sport do we give a shit about what they get paid?
Yeah. I mean, some people talk about it. Like, if somebody, you know, LeBron James or somebody signs a big contract, people talk about it, I guess. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, where he's upset because this random boxer Dana's paying like $15 million a fight, and then just sign him to like a 5-fight deal, and it's really just to get at what's that British dude he doesn't like, Eddie Hearn.
Oh yeah, that's such a weird rivalry because Eddie Hearn had said something like the biggest fight in boxing right now would be him versus Dana White.
The one other thing, and I might be off on this, but this if I'm off, this is Sherdog's reporting that's wrong. But apparently Hokix, who just got like the Willy Wonka's golden ticket to fight at the White House, his coach is not going to coach him because he doesn't want to be part of that event.
Oh,
Greg Jackson.
His coach is Greg Jackson?
Yeah. And I don't know if that's Sherdog because right in the article, Greg Jackson will not corner Josh Hokik or Steve Garcia in the White House for personal reasons. It's, you know what it is? He's probably he can't pass the guy on background check for some reason.
Oh, could be. He's too closely affiliated with John Jones.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, I hope it's weird. I hope that's the reason, and he's not doing it because he doesn't want to be he's staying out of the political crap.
Yeah, that would be lame. Shame on you, Greg Jackson.
But if you beat somebody's ass and we don't know about your charges, then no, don't shame you.
I'll go corner those guys. Hit me up.
Right now he wants the ring girls to corner him, so I think he'd much rather take them.
I mean, in his last fight, it looked like the ring girls were cornering him. There was no strategy involved other than.
I don't think he really needs a corner, does he? I mean,
yeah, he needs me.
All right, well, I'll have to let him know next time I talk to him.
Yeah, get the word out there. I'll corner you, Josh.
Hey, but his shit talking is terrible. But if he fights like that, it works.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he's getting attention. Like, people are talking about how corny he is.
I don't know if you caught it, like when they cut to the locker room and they're showing them like the fighter shadow boxing before the fight. He was practicing eye pokes. Like he was back there, like
Yeah, I mean, dude's a clown, but I mean, he's getting attention and he backs it up in the cage. I mean, that was one of the best heavyweight fights I've ever seen.
yeah. Do you think he was? I mean, you watched it. Was he so exhausted, or was he rope a doping a bit
Maybe a little of both, but I mean, he was taking some big shots in that fight.
and giving him right back? It was
Yeah,
entertaining as hell. I had some friends over that time, and these guys were all standing up, and they usually don't give a shit about these fights.
yeah. Did they know about Heckert before?
No, they had no idea. They just said, "Hey, you got to watch this,"
That's cool then.
and everyone's standing up, like on both sides, because I kind of said, Curtis Blades always gets some shit because he doesn't do well in interviews because he has that real big stutter, so he just
Yeah,
answers questions. I always got a soft, I don't like when people.
yeah,
I feel like he should just let it go, but like, just stutter and go with it. But
yeah. I mean, he's a bad motherfucker though.
he is, man. That was a fight. I mean, that's could be instantly a Hall of Fame fight, right?
Oh yeah, I'd say so. Oh yeah, it has my vote.
Not the most technical, but entertaining as hell.
It was the best fight of this year by far so far.
And the other thing that was revealing about that card is, Colby does all that crap to try and be like, suck up to Trump. But
Mhm.
it just made me chuckle that it seems like if what they're saying is true, Trump's sitting there with Dana and this leans over and goes, "Hey, why isn't Derek Lewis fighting on the White House card?" Like
Yeah.
that's what Trump wants is Derek Lewis. But
Trump
Hokic's not going to be able to take punches. Just take punches from that dude.
no. No, he's gonna have to come up with a different strategy. The ring girls are gonna have to come up with something good for him.
Well, I mean, the strategy would just like push the pace for like 3 minutes, and Derek Lewis would be tired as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Hoka could wrestle a little bit too, but, Derek Lewis has gotta be one of the hardest people to hold down.
I mean, and there's a size, just big size difference. I didn't realize that Hokic wrestled Bo Nickel in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he probably should be fighting at 85, but, he wants
There's
to
no
enjoy his
one in
life.
the heavyweight. There's the heavyweight division is probably easier until you start running into the top.
Yeah, he probably definitely wouldn't get as much attention at middleweight.
And Nickel said that he was the only guy because I remember watching Bo Nickel's senior year, and nobody would they just try to stall it out. And he said Hokic was the only guy that was going for a pin.
Yeah, I could see that. One thing I did see is that International Fight Week, I guess supposedly Paddy Pimblett is gonna fight Benoit Saint Denis in the co-main event.
What's the main event?
I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense if we, who, because we all know what the rumor is and who the main event would be. And, a lot of times when they try to line up a Connor card, the problem is like the other big fight is a title fight. Well, if that's a huge non-title fight. That could be
Yeah,
a co-main to a Connor non-title fight.
yeah, title eliminator, probably.
No,
You don't think so?
we're talking 155, right?
Yeah,
No. What about there's a guy named Armin,
yeah, but he fucked up.
the biggest star in the UFC.
Yeah, but he fucked up.
What? 2 years ago?
I guess. I don't know. He's still being punished for it, whatever he did.
He missed weight. That's what he did.
I think there was a little more to it.
Listen, they paid Nina Drama huge money. She makes huge money. And her biggest pet project is that guy. So,
It's true. They do make a lot of content.
and then this
I don't
guy's
know.
just going out there just getting kicked off airplanes,
Yeah.
spearing, or you're sending Uriah Faber into orbit.
Yeah.
He got in another fight. Like he got enough. somehow got into like a grappling match with a fan and broke his finger.
Oh, Jesus.
He's a wild boy.
Guy's a PR nightmare.
Yeah, but I love him, man. I don't know if it's if he's funny or if I just find a I know he's not Dagestani, but that type of ethnicity person that's actually got somewhat of a sense of humor, like,
Yeah.
because we're just so used to them just being all like monotone and serious, and he's not that. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a serious guy, but
Yeah, yeah. You can tell he's got a sense of humor. Anything else in the
nope.
news or otherwise?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, we'll keep it a relatively short one this week then. Yeah, so I guess next week we'll kill two birds with one stone.
Yep.
And that's all we got for now. So until next time, cheers everybody, goodbye. Play the fucking
MMA
music.
on the Rocks podcast is intended for
Not
adult.
that music. The other one. There you go. Firing that producer.